Welcome back to Vusi Supreme Traders. It's a boy Vusi Max, the one and only. And today I welcome you back to the channel, live from the Supreme HQ. Alright, so listen up, guys. Right, I know I haven't uploaded in a bit, but we gotta address the elephant in the room. The channel just hit 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's wicked. But now the thing is, I don't know. I've been trying to think of ways to bring like more engaging content to you guys, and the thought possibly is I might even have to do like daily uploads for you guys and stuff like that, and do sort of like take a wider approach into making this kind of videos, because trust me, I make it look easy, but it's actually not easy, and I have to like take my time out every day to kind of like do this thing. So like, listen, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I appreciate everybody that's part of the journey now. Once you subscribe, it's over, you're part of the journey. So I appreciate everybody that subscribed and watch the video and supports them, right? So I'm back this Monday with an analysis, a fire-ass analysis for you guys. So check out the analysis, watch the video until the end, like the video, comment, and also the link in the description box below will take you to a Telegram group, right? That's a free group where I'm also gonna send the screenshots to this analysis that we're about to do, right? And also I've taken down my Patreon link because I don't know, for some reason I thought that was gonna be the most efficient way to like to kind of like get you guys to join the signals, of which you guys have been joining the signals. Man, now the thing is, Patreon is kind of being inconvenient. I don't know if it's because we're in the essay or whatever, so I'm just gonna leave out the Patreon. I'm just gonna leave out the Telegram thing. Just personal message me on Telegram or WhatsApp if you want the signals or whatever, and maybe we'll talk about that and stuff like that. Alright, so listen, without taking too much of your time, welcome back to Supreme Traders. Let's check out the analysis video, man. Let's go. Alright, man, so we're gonna start with the USD ZAR, right? So this one is one that I'm pretty sure you guys, if you've been following me or the channel, you know, you've seen the USD ZAR time and time again, right? So the thing about that is, I just need to clarify that, like, guys, especially for swing traders, right? So if you're following a pair, especially in the higher time frames, daily, the weekly, you know, once you're following this type of pairs in the like higher time frames and you're swinging them, expect to take advantage of a single pair for like weeks, if not months, because there are going to be periods where the price is retracing against the trend, just like I'm highlighting here, but overall the price tends to continue in that same direction. So it's always important to be there when the price continues with the direction of the trend. So that's why you guys are going to keep seeing like me repeat this currencies in more watch lists that I bring to you guys, right? So with the USDs are obviously, like, if you saw, like I said, you know, we've already analyzed this is the major trend line, because the price is going downward. So we're in a downtrend currently. This was the first correction that we had, and then we had the impulse here, and then we kind of retraced against the trend. We came to this resistance zone, which was a support zone before. Now it turned into a resistance zone, and then now the price has been moving sort of like, after that we've been making higher. We made a higher low here because it's higher than this low, right? So that automatically, that means the price is like moving sideways. We're not going upwards, we're not going downwards, but we're moving sideways. So once the price hit this trend there, made contact with the trend there, we knew, or I knew, right, that the only thing that's coming after that is we're going to continue the trend. If we reject the trend line, which is what we did here, then it was pretty obvious that we're going to continue with the direction of the trend. And this is why I sent out this signal to my free Telegram group, like I told you guys earlier. So this was a signal that was there already, and what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to delete this so we can have a clear look of what's going on with the price, right? So now we're in the H4 time frame, right? So now that we're in the H4 time frame, I'm showing you this so you can see that I drew a trend line here, right? So this trend line that you're seeing, this black trend line here, is because I joined with the previous lows, right? Which you're gonna find in the daily time frame. So once you draw the trend line, you're gonna see the price now where we at, right? This is how the price looks where we at. So we're back at the trend line, and now it does seem like, because for this past week, obviously this past week, if you're part of the VIP signals, you know you got this signal, you also got this signal, and then this signal too, right? So at the moment, I'm still holding the USD ZAR, right? I'm still holding the USD ZAR. It's been a sell since I sent the last USD ZAR signal. So at this moment, we just want to see how we're gonna react here, because we've been rejecting this zone here. Just like if you can look at the trend line, if you just take it back a little bit, you'll see that the price, this is a psychological level. So I'm expecting to see if buyers are gonna carry the price higher. But if we do break below, then I'm definitely gonna send another selling signal. So you just wanna keep an eye on this one, right? Let's go to the next pair. So now the pair that we're looking at is the Euro USD, right? This is a pretty easy chart. It doesn't need you to go to the higher time frames, the monthly, because obviously the blue trend line that you guys are seeing here, it's been done on the monthly time frame, right? So if you're already part of the free Telegram group, you know you already have this analysis and stuff like this. So I'm not gonna go over how we managed to get the blue trend line, because right now it doesn't really matter much, because what we're looking at is what's going on in the H4 time frame. So what you're gonna look at now is we're in an ascending channel. As you can see, we have our support zone, which is this zone here. This is the support zone, because yeah, that's the zone where we had more number of lows at the same place, right? And then now we have this dynamic support, otherwise called the trend line, and then we made contact with it 3 times now. This low, and this low, right? We have the top trend line, which is also a form of resistance, right? We made contact with this part once, twice, and 3 times now. So now what we want to see, are we going to reject this? Because if we reject, then we start to see bullish momentum. That's going to be a signal to what? To go long here, buy, and then put a SL in the previous low, which is now the previous low is going to be obviously the bottom of this zone right here, and the TP you can expect to take somewhere either in the middle or at the trend line also. So you want to keep an eye on this one. All right, let's go to the next one. So what we're looking at now is the USDCAD, and I'm showing you this trend line so you can go out there and draw this trend line if you already don't have this trend line by now, right? You want to draw the trend line first in the daily time frame, then you want to go to the H4 time frame. So now when you go to the time frame, to the H4 time frame, I'm going to say, you're going to realize that this is what the price is doing at the moment. Last week, if I'm not mistaken, it's either last week or the week before, I sent out this signal, right? Which was a sell, because we broke out of this correction phase, and then we had an impulse to the downside, which we got nice momentum. There was a nice trade, and then we started going against the trend, right? So once we started going against the trend, now this is a downtrend. It doesn't make sense to buy. So we're waiting for an opportunity to what? To sell. And this is how you're going to analyze this part, because you want to know what's going on here, because we know we're supposed to sell, but when are we actually going to sell? So I'm going to show you what to do. So this is what we end up having right here, right? You're going to draw the lower trend line like this, right? I want to draw it like this. This trend line, basically, I'm drawing because I'm connecting the lows, right? And since the lows are getting higher and the highs are getting higher, we have this high right here, and the following high is also a higher high. So we have this ascending channel. But be careful, because now we have the trend line, and the only reason we're drawing this is not, I'm not drawing this so we can like buy and then maybe take profit there or whatever. I'm buying this so that when we get a breakout to the downside, then we're gonna get more momentum, and like we're gonna get a better swing if we just go with the trend. So I'm definitely gonna send out a sell signal to the VIP signals, and that's gonna come from all these analysis and stuff like that, right? And I repeat, the signal is now 500 rands, right? It's only 500 rands. I think it's $30 or something. Yeah, so you want to hop into that if you're already not part of that, right? Let's go to the next chart. So the last chart that I have for you guys is the gold, right? It's gold on on H4 time frame. So gold in the H4 time frame, what you want to look at is we have this trend line that you can clearly see where it started from. drew it from the 11th or 12th August on the H4 time frame. We joined it with the lows, with the next lows, the candlestick wicks, and this is what we ended up having. We ended up having this trend line, but at the same time, the lows were getting higher, but the highs were also getting lower. So there was also a relationship there. So we drew this trend line here also, just going off the highs and the lows, right? So now we had a breakout there, right? And honestly, once the price came back to the trend line here, I thought it was a retest, right? Thought it's a retest, so I was waiting for the price to actually kind of break out. So that's when I drew this trend line now. So this trend line now is just showing us that the price now is consolidating. I wouldn't really well, this part is consolidating, right? But at the same time, this is a wedge. It's a descending wedge pattern. And you know, with descending wedge patterns, you wait for a breakout to the upside. So this is a continuation pattern, meaning since the price was going high, and then we had this continuation pattern, the price is supposed to continue going higher. But obviously, we gotta wait for confirmation, because either way, the market does what the market wants to do. So I'm also gonna send out the signal to the VIP signal members on this one also. But also, if you wanna get all these setups, I'm gonna send them also to the free Telegram group. Alright, man. So that's what's up. That's the charts that I got for you guys today, right? Also, I'm gonna drop a video later on how to open an account with XM broker, right? A lot of you guys want to start with the forex thing, but you don't know the broker. And since XM's process is a bit longer, they ask this type of questions. I'll tell you guys how to maneuver around that. So you want to stay subscribed, and the video is gonna come through later on today, right? I hope I can keep my word. So yeah, like the video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.